and welcome to A Star Reads. I am Amy. I read quite a bit of nonfiction. However, I like to explore different genres, so if you want to explore with me or you'd like to just hear what my opinions on books are, click that subscribe button now for incredible content. So I'm going to be doing a book review today, and that book review is going to be of The Lost Girls of Paris by Pam Jenoff, and this is a historical fiction. Pam Jenoff did some work with the Pentagon. She also worked as a diplomat for the State Department for dealing with Holocaust issues in Poland, so it seems like she uses those experiences to come up with these stories for her books. She's very well known for The Orphan's Tale, which I actually haven't read yet. However, after reading this one, I probably will pick it up. The story is about three main characters. There's Grace, Eleanor, and Marie. So in 1946, Grace is a woman who's dealt with some tragedies in her life and is now kind of living an independent lifestyle in New York City. At one point, she goes to Grand Central Station and she finds this briefcase. And in the briefcase are pictures of these women who are kind of like in military garb. She finds out the briefcase is owned by Eleanor Trigg. And when you're introduced to Eleanor, it's like 1944, during World War II. She works for Special Operations Executive in London. This particular branch of the government sends saboteurs to occupied Europe in order to help the French resistance, blow up bridges, basically do different things to try and inhibit forward advancement of the German army during World War II. So we find out in the very beginning that Eleanor wants to start sending women over into occupied Europe to become wireless radio operators. And they would basically be helping this saboteur network and relaying important information from France to England and vice versa. One of those people ends up being Marie that she sends over. So when you're reading about Grace, she's trying to uncover the mystery of these women, why she has the briefcase, what happened to Eleanor, and what's the whole story behind all this. And so during this whole book, you're kind of jumping back and forth between Eleanor, Marie, and Grace, and also the timelines that their part of the stories are taking place in. I actually really liked this, so I like it more than a 3.75, but I'm not quite sure if it's a 4.0 for me, so I'm thinking like 3.9. Good job, Amy. And throughout this, and especially at the beginning, I was really getting Agent Peggy Carter vibes. If you've never seen the TV show Agent Carter on Disney+, I highly recommend it. I'm a big fan. I think she's one of my favorite Marvel characters, and I wish there was a lot more of her. So I was kind of getting that vibe, which I really like. I love that strong female secret agent vibe. I know that these aren't secret agents, but it kind of just, you get that feeling. And then it was really exciting through the middle. I'd say about 3/4 of the way in, it didn't lose me. It was still interesting. The build up, the excitement, it kind of slowed down quite a bit. And I don't know whether or not I just didn't appreciate it as much, or it just wasn't as exciting as it had been at the beginning. And I think that's kind of what brought my rating down a little. The other thing is that Marie, the character Marie, her personality and whatnot, not my favorite hero character. I loved Josie, who you read about somewhat briefly in this book, and she's a character that I just wanted way more of, and I didn't get enough of her. And some of the choices that Marie made during her journey in this book really frustrated me, and I wanted better from her, I'll be honest. I really liked the story. I thought it was exciting and it was interesting. Like I said, Marie kind of disappointed me a little bit. However, I liked the other characters well enough. Eleanor was probably my favorite. I think that the other thing that was a little disappointing for me in this was that I'm a sucker for romance. I love romance. Give me love, give me a romantic line, and I just fall for it every single time. However, this was one of those books where I actually thought that the romance parts of it were kind of unnecessary. I didn't need that in this book. I really liked the storyline. I don't think that the romance added to it. I really liked Pam Jenoff's writing style, and this is gonna sound kind of strange, but when I read different writing styles, I actually kind of have these visualizations, not like actual objects or things, but like different visualizations that come with that writing style. So her writing style to me was like this wide, clean, crisp writing style that flowed really well. It gave me this expansiveness. And I don't know what that means, and I don't know what that is, and I don't know why I have these weird feelings about writing styles, but that's how Pam Jenoff makes me feel when she writes. If you like historical fiction, especially stuff that's set in World War II era, I think you'll like this. I like that it focuses on strong female characters. Any kind of book that focuses on a strong female character, I'm a big fan of. I thought this did a good job. And that's maybe the only reason why I thought that the romance was unnecessary, because these women were so strong, and sometimes the romance made them weaker. And that's where I'm like, I don't want to see that. Even though it's probably more realistic, but it's a book. I don't need reality. I want to see Agent Peggy Carter. Well, so if you've read this book, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought and what you thought of all the characters. I'd be interested to know if you liked Marie or if you felt kind of the same way I did. I didn't dislike her. I didn't dislike her. She just wasn't my favorite of the three. That's all. So if you enjoyed this video, click the like button down below and subscribe so you'll see more of my book reviews, because I have a couple more coming up. Thank you for watching. See you later.